Very good afternoon to the viewers of the today's VCM on Theory of Sampling and Research, being hosted by Jodhpur branch of CIC of ICA and organized by the Research Committee, one of the oldest technical committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. We have CIC Chairman Nilesh Gupta ji, we have Vice Chairman Atul Agrawal ji, we have Chandrakar Secretary with the Office Bearer of Jodhpur branch of CIC of ICI, including CA Balbir Gehlot sir, Chairman, and his whole team, CA Surendra Lunawat ji, Secretary, and other office bearers of the Jodhpur branch of CIC of ICI. Not taking much time, now I request CA Balbir Singh Gehlot sir, Chairman Jodhpur branch of CIC of ICI, for kindly offering his welcome address. Over to CA Balbir Gehlot sir.
Sir, I am audible. Amiji, I am audible. Hello. I am audible now?
Yes. Yes.
Sir,
Very good evening to everybody. I, CA B.S. Gehlot, on the behalf of Jodhpur branch of CRC, welcome to you on today's VCM. I extremely welcome Chairman Research Committee and CCM CA Anuj Goyal bhai and Vice Chairman and CCM CA Pramod Kumar Gupta, who is not today in VCM. I also welcome CCM Satyji Gupta and Nilesh Gupta ji, Chairman CRC. I also welcome Atulji Agrawal, Vice Chairman CRC, and I also welcome today's learned speaker, Dr. Amjad Farooqi, and I further welcome today's moderator, CA Amit Kumar Agrawal, Managing Committee member, and all viewers. We have held today's VCM on theory of sampling in research. We are all aware of that performance of any research is mainly depend on the sample has been taken from that research. This is not my subject, but learned speaker Dr. Amjad Farooqi will discuss in detail. I hope we all will benefit from today's VCM as a large. Once again, thanks to all. Over to Amiji Agrawal. Amiji.
Yeah, thank you, Gehlot sir, for your warm welcome address. Now I request Sasikant Chandrakar sir, CA Sasikant Chandrakar ji, Secretary Central Regional IT.
My Honorable Chairman of Research Committee and Central Council Member C. Anuj Goyal sir, Central Council Member C. Satish Gupta ji, Chairman CIRC Nilesh Gupta ji, Vice Chairman C. Atul Agrawal ji, and today moderator for today's program Dr. Amit ji. I welcome you all in this very good drafted program on research methodologies and research sampling methodologies in the research activity. For this, I am proud to welcome. I am feeling very nice to have with us Dr. Farooqi ji as a topic expert on this vision. Friends, I just want to speak something about the research committee. As we are the second largest accounting body all over the world and prime accounting body of Indian accounting state. So I would like to request every member of the ICI that whatever program and research papers has been published by the research committee of the ICI, we have a prime responsibility to popularize these activities to among our members, so that the youngsters, especially who have carried out 10 years and above experience, are going, who is going to do their PhDs and other research papers. And institute is also felicitating them by the reimbursement of the expenses for their research activities. So Friends, this is a very good opportunity which our research committee of ICA is providing to their members. So I would like to request each and every member whosoever have interest in research activities and apart from their professional work, they are always welcome. So without wasting much of your time, I would like to thank the research committee chairman and Secretary Dr. Amit ji to giving me this opportunity to be here with present with you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shashikant Chandrakar sir, for your words of wisdom. Now I request C. Atul Agrawal ji, Vice Chairman of Central India Regional Council, for his deliberation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amit Agrawal ji. Respected CCM, CA Anuj Goyal ji and CA Satish Gupta ji, respected regional council colleague, respected dignitaries on the dais, on the screen and off the screen, and Dr. Farooqi, who is the speaker of the today's session. As rightly mentioned by CA Shashikant Chandrakar ji, that we have to popularize the scheme of the research committee which are there. I just wanted to add one thing, that the institute is trying to work hard even to motivate the young members and the research schemes which are there available on the website also. If the young members are coming forward and they start working on the research, then I'm sure we all are going to help not only the government agencies, but also not only the government agencies at central level, but also the government agencies at the state level and the local level. So I'm sure the research work, if we start undertaking this research work, we will definitely be doing a good for the society. Only one request I would like to make from this platform, that if we can start motivating the members who have completed their 5 years. I request here Anuj Goyal ji, the chairman of the committee, then if we can come up with a proposal where we can motivate the young members also, maybe with a less remuneration, then I'm sure the young mind, young brain will come out with the more knowledge sharing with not only for the profession but also for the society as a whole. So with these words, I am again thankful to the committee for inviting me, and thankful to the chairman of research committee for giving us an opportunity to interact with you all. Thank you very much once again, and over to Dr. Amit Agrawal ji for further proceedings of the program.
Thank you, C. Atul Agrawal ji, Vice Chairman, Central India Regional Council. And with the permission of my Chairman and Central Council member, C. Satish Gupta ji, I would like to give you a background of these two schemes. One scheme is for ICI doctoral scheme, which is for the young members up to the age of 40 years, where any brilliant chartered accountant who want to pursue a career in the academics and research, institute is providing a scholarship of rupees 50,000. Although all these things is to be deliberated by my chairman in the opening remark, but before that, because you raise a valid point, so I think I deem fit that I should respond this right away. And up to 40 years of the age, young members are encouraged to take a scholarship for pursuing the PhD. And for the members who is, as I already told you, those who have expertise in their domain and understanding their expertise, institute, the learned council decided that we will be reimbursing the expenditure, out of the pocket expenditure to our researchers who want to contribute for the profession, who want to give back to the profession through their acquired knowledge, and by way of meeting out their research expenditure. I'm very thankful to my learned council. Whole council deliberated on this last year, and they have come out with, I think, Institute of Chartered Accountant of India is the only professional body across the globe which took these kind of initiatives. And another initiative is an International Research Award that my chairman and senior Central Council member C. Satish Gupta ji would be deliberating, and there are experts of panelists and who will be deliberating and enriching the knowledge. So I'm not taking much time, and with these words I request Nilesh Gupta sir, CA Nilesh Gupta sir, Chairman Central India Regional Council, for his words of wisdom.
Thank you, Amit ji. Respected Chairman of the Research Committee, Anuj Goyal ji, very respected Central Council member Satish Gupta ji, Central Council member, both the Central Council member from my own region, Central India Regional Council. Satish ji is also ex officio member of Jodhpur branch, hosting branch. Very respected Vice Chairman, Secretary of CIRC, committee members of Research Committee, committee members from Jodhpur branch headed by the Balveer Singh ji, viewers of this very interesting topic, sampling and research. Very good evening to all of you. जैसा कि अभी लर्नेड स्पीकर जो मेरे प्रीवियस सेक्रेटरी एंड वाइस चेयरमैन ने बताया और सेक्रेटरी अमित अग्रवाल जी ने बताया कि जो रिसर्च कमेटी के इनिशिएटिव्स हैं जिसका थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ उन्होंने दिया एंड टोटल जो भी कवर करने वाले हैं चेयरमैन अनुज गोयल जी करेंगे. सो आई एम श्योर अंडर द एजीज ऑफ रिसर्च कमेटी इंस्टीट्यूट इज going to take new heights of the chartered accountants. जो इनिशिएटिव्स आपने लिए हैं मुझे लगता है कि डेफिनेटली उससे इंस्टीट्यूट भी एक नई ऊंचाई पे जाएगा, मेंबर्स भी एक नई ऊंचाई पे जाएंगे और डेफिनेटली इन रिसर्च का जो बेनिफिट है वो गवर्नमेंट को मिलेगा. अभी आपसे जो मेरी चर्चा हुई उसमें आपने बताया कि जो एफर्ट्स हम लोगों ने किए हैं और जो रिसर्च विद द help of research committee आई है, that research is using by the economic offense wing of government of India and many other institutions of government of India. तो ये मुझे लगता है कि being a chartered accountant ये हमारा सबसे बड़ा contribution है because we are partner in nation building and this from this kind of activities we will contribute in truly sense in partner in nation building. Without taking much of time, I thank you so much for inviting me on this platform. मेरा मेंबर से सिर्फ यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि रिसर्च कमेटी के जितने भी प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं, जितने भी इनिशिएटिव्स होते हैं जो कि रिसर्च कमेटी के चेयरमैन और सेक्रेटरी हमको बताएंगे, उनको पॉपुलेट भी करें और उसमें कंट्रीब्यूट भी करें. विद दीस वर्ड्स, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Today we are very fortunate that we have the whole Central India Regional Council led by Nilesh Gupta ji, Secretary sir and Vice Chairman, and two of my senior council members, CA Satish Gupta ji and Anuj Goyal sir. So CA Satish Gupta ji is from my hometown, so like my elder brother, I request him for his words of wisdom, and hopefully I think everyone will be benefited by his words of wisdom. Over to Satish Gupta.
Thank you, brother. My brother in the council, as I told earlier also, very dynamic leader, a very, I can say, intelligent council member, working in the council 24/7, and a real troubleshooter for many of the problems coming in the council platform by the members of the institute. Anuj Goyal ji, Regional Chairman, a very young and dynamic from our region. Nilesh ji, Vice Chairman, Secretary. Amit Agarwal ji from my hometown. And another Amit is also there. He has also worked with me in research committee 2 years back. And the team of the Jodhpur, Palveer ji, Dhaval ji, Surendra Lunawat ji, Abhishek, Amit, and other managing committee members, and of course the learned speaker of the day, Dr. Farooqi ji, and my dear brothers and sisters of the profession who are attending this webinar, very important webinar, in such a large number. So at the very outset, a very good afternoon to you all. Friends, the topic of the day, the sampling in the research. What I was thinking that I am to speak, and so I thought that what are the similarities in between our profession and the research. I thought that research, or whether we are in the profession of the audit or whether we are in the profession of tax, all are related. In tax we do research, in auditing we do research, and in research we do the audit also. And why I thought that sampling and research combination, how can I use in our profession? Then I also thought that whenever we go for the audit, we take the test check basis one there. So we take the samples in the audit, and that particular topic we are discussing today, that sampling in the research. So what a correlation it is. And friends, believe me, I can assure you that research is the backbone of any institute, any educational institute, any professional institute. If we are not in the research activities for any institute, definitely our progress will stop. We will have to make the research continue, and the programs as narrated by my brother, that they are promoting the young chartered accountants. They are promoting their senior chartered accountant also by their schemes. And what we have seen long back in 2 years, that what the research awards. And if you remember, friends, we organized the award function in Jaipur. And the first program, I think that was in the Birla Auditorium, or a big auditorium of the research committee. And thereafter, we saw the Anuj Bhai last year hold it at very large level in Ghaziabad.
Yeah.
In Ghaziabad or Noida border, that program was that I was fortunate enough to attend that program, a miraculous program. So friends, research is a topic which need continuous working, and research is the backbone of any educational institute, and research is the backbone of every life of our professional life. You friend, we are a chartered accountant, we are in chartered accountant profession, and if we stop the research, definitely we will also stop our progress. So we will have to continue with the research. Research we can be on various things, whether it is research for the opportunity, research for the quality, research for the updation, research for the improvement in professional life. So research has a very vast subject, vast area, and we can grab any area to do research. And we can be associated with the activities of the research committee of the ICI, which are wonderful. And I can assure you that under the dynamic leadership of Anuj Bhai, research committee is setting new milestones and are going to be setting new milestones. So be associated with the research committee, work hard in the research, and who are interested and who have suggestions for research committee, I would request them to send their suggestion to the secretariat or to the Anuj Bhai, and they will take care of all the suggestions, all the feedbacks, and they can start the new programs for the research committee for all of us. And friends, one more thing which I would like to tell, which is to the very near to my heart also, that please associate yourself with all the activities of the ICI, all the activities. I'm not talking about the research only. Now I'm talking about the entire ICI, whether any activity is being organized by the regional council, whether any activity is organized by any committee of the ICI, or whether by the ICI. So we should associate ourselves with all the activities. Now you see that this is 1st July is our CA day. And we are coming up with very, very new things. And one thing with CSR committee, which I am heading, we are coming up with a mega tree plantation drive. And I would request all of you that we have a target of 10 lakh trees for the entire ICI. Jodhpur is the host branch of the today's VCM. I would request Jodhpur, please take a call and take an oath today that we will implant the trees equal to the number of our members and number of our students nearby Jodhpur. And I can assure you that one more thing which I would like to say here, ISR. You know CSR, but I would tell you about the ISR. ISR is individual social responsibility. So please give this responsibility to every chartered accountant member and every student, that at least implant a tree, one tree, near their house, near their garden, in the garden near their house, or anywhere else, and take the place that they will take care of that tree also, at least for 10 years, and see the difference, friend. What we fought in this COVID time about the scarcity of the oxygen, if we will have such number of trees from ICI only, and every institute, every human being comes forward for this noble cause, I think for the year there will be no scarcity of oxygen, and we can say proudly that we live in the India where we have ample number of trees, we have ample number of greenery in our country, so we will not die due to oxygen scarcity. So friends, I don't want to take much of time. My brother will speak. Thereafter, our honorable speaker, Dr. Farooqi ji, will speak. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I am obliged, sir. And I can assure you that whenever you will call me for any research work, I am always there for the profession, for the research. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, Satish Gupta sir, for your nice words of wisdom and new insight about ICR. But you are from Rajasthan and I am all from Rajasthan. I know this Jodhpur area. I worked there for integrated water resources management, a EU-funded project. I was there. I visited Bayutu and other areas, and they are known for water conservation. The Tanka Pratha is from the Jodhpur subdivision. I think they are known for this environment conservation and other things, and they will definitely grow the more number of the trees, sir. And we are very thankful that we have a learned council member like Satish Gupta sir, Anuj Goyal sir, and I'm fortunate that coincidentally all my central council member from Central India Central Region, either chair or vice chair, served this committee in 2-3 years. Last year, Kamisa ma'am was the vice chairperson, Anu sir was the chairman. And before last year, Satish sir was the vice chairman. And before that year, Prakash sir was the vice chairperson. So almost every year, we are fortunate enough to receive the suggestion from the Central India Regional Council. So with these words, I now request Dhaval Kothari ji, Vice Chairman of Jodhpur branch of CIRC of ICI, to kindly introduce our learned speaker, Dr. M. Z. Farooqi sir. Over to Dhaval Kothari ji.
Thank you, Amit ji. Respected CA Anuj Goyal ji, CA Satish Gupta ji, Central Council Member of ICI, CA Nilesh Gupta ji, Chairman CIRC of ICI, CA Atul Agarwal ji, Vice Chairman of CIRC of ICI, CA Sasikant ji, Secretary CIRC of ICI, and Moderator Dr. Amit J. Agarwal. It is a great honor for me to introduce session speaker Dr. M. Z. Farooqi ji. He is holding PhD in statistics. He is having around 39 years of experience. He is the head of the Department of Statistics, MD College, Parel, Mumbai. Previously, he was Principal Rizvi Educational Societies, Rizvi College of Arts, Science and Commerce. He has research paper published in international journals, awarded as an educator in the recognition of best performance and excellency in the field of education organized by International Human Rights Council. Awarded Professor Manubhai M. Saha Memorial Research Award and the Gold Medal for Research Paper. By these words, over to you, Amit ji. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhaval Kothari sir, for nicely briefing out the profile of Dr. M. Z. Farooqi ji. Now I request CA Abhishek Sonu ji, Treasurer, Jodhpur branch of CIRC of ICI, to kindly introduce my chairman, CA Anuj Goyal ji.
Thank you, Amit sir, and I really thankful to the research team, entire team, and all the dignitaries here to give me the opportunity to associate with this webinar. And today, on the behalf of Jodhpur branch of CIRC, myself, C. Abhishek Soni, is the treasurer, giving the brief of Anuj sir. So good evening to everybody. C. Anuj Goyal sir is the Central Council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. With his 14 years in the council, 3 years in the regional council, 6 years in the branch, he contributed immensely in the various capacities. Presently, he is the chairman of the research committee, the oldest committee of the ICI, and the capital market investors and protection committee of ICI. He is also vice chairman of the corporate law and corporate governance committee. With the exemplary academic, he possesses CA, CS, CMA, ICAWA, LLB, MCOM, DISA, and DIRM. So I really thankful to the committee, the research committee, to giving the opportunity to being associated with this webinar, and all the viewers, all the managing committee members, the dignitaries, online and offline. So good evening to everybody. Now over to you, Amit sir.
Thank you, Abhishek Soni ji, for briefing about C. Anuj Goyal ji. Now we formally start the technical session. To start with, for ice-breaking session, I request my chairman, C. Anuj Goyal ji, to initiate and popularize the various initiatives taken by the institute for our membership at large, and although pave the path what is going to be deliberated in today's VCM, and what is the expectation of our member from the learned speaker. With these words, I request C. Anuj Goyal ji, Chairman Research Committee for his ice-breaking session. Over to C. Anuj Goyal ji.
Thank you, Dr. Amit Kumar Agrawal ji, our young and dynamic secretary of this very, very important committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Research Committee, which came into existence way back in 1955, one of the oldest technical committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And friends, we are having the presence of my elder brother, C. Atul Agrawal ji, a dynamic leader of the profession, and our Honorable Vice Chairman of Central India Regional Council from Noida. And of course, we are having the presence of the Secretary, Central India Regional Council, my brother from Chhattisgarh, from Raipur. And we are having really a great team of the leaders in the Central region. So on behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and Research Committee, I welcome our leaders of the profession from Central region, Vice Chairman, Secretary Atul ji and Sasikant Chandrakar ji. And of course, we are having the presence of Jodhpur team, CA Balbir Gehlot sir, Honorable Chairman of the branch, CA Dhaval Kothari ji, Honorable Vice Chairman of the branch, CA Amit Jain ji, our Honorable Managing Committee member of the branch, and of course we are having the Treasurer and the Secretary of the branch, Abhishek Soni ji, and Surendra Lonawat ji, Secretary of the branch, and all other Honorable Managing Committee members of the Jodhpur branch, and Dr. Farooqi ji, who is going to guide us on this very, very important topic for the profession, theory of sampling in research. And we are having the presence of more than 3,000 chartered accountants from each and every part of the world. So this is the beauty when the Central India Regional Council is there and Jodhpur branch is there. We are having n number of chartered accountants from each and every part of the world. So I welcome all our honorable viewers on behalf of Institute of Chartered Accountants, Research Committee, Central India Regional Council, and of course Jodhpur branch. This is the testing time for all of us, and I'm really very happy that CIRC, which is a very, very active Central India Regional Council, and we look forward for the Best Region Award under the able leadership of the leaders from Central Region, this time on All India level. We just met the President and the Secretary of the Institute, and the CIRC is trying its level best, Research Committee and Committee on Capital Markets, and the Chairman, we are trying our level best to have more and more programs, quality programs in which we are having best of the resource persons. And I'm really very happy to share with all of you that in this time of crisis also, Sasikant ji, Atul ji, we are getting very, very good response of the members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And that shows our commitment, dedication, devotion for the knowledge enrichment. And this knowledge updation is not only good for the members, but also for the profession, and is very, very good for the nation also. And one of the advantage which I foresee, Atulji, that when our chartered accountants are involved themselves in the knowledge enriching activities, they will be away from the negative thoughts and negative news in this time of corona pandemic, which is there everywhere, whether it is social media or electronic media. So I once again welcome all of you. And friends, you must be aware that Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in the last 71 long years has achieved a remarkable height. ICI is trying its level best to see that how we can really prove ourselves the real partner in nation building, and our regional councils and branches are trying their level best to help the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in this endeavor. And friends, let me tell you, the research committee, I was fortunately the chairman of the research committee last year also, and Dr. Amit Agrawal ji was the secretary of the research committee last year also. And the last year was also the year which was badly affected by the corona pandemic. But in spite of that, in the research committee, which is the oldest technical committee of ICI, which was established way back in 1955, we tried to have the best of the initiatives which were never there in the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which were never there in the research committee. So one such initiative which we introduced by the research project scheme 2020. And Atulji, let me tell you, Sasikant ji, in spite of the corona pandemic, 7 research projects were approved by the institute, and all those 7 research projects were completed within the given time frame of 6 months, and which were very, very good for the profession and also for the nation. And the findings, research findings of all those research projects were given to the government departments, state governments and central governments, and we proved that we are real partner in nation buildings. And 2 of the chartered accountants have not accepted even the reimbursement of expenditures. So that is the commitment of our chartered accountants, and 2 of the chartered accountants were from other parts of the world. They were not from India, and that shows that the chartered accountants, whether they are in our country or outside country, are committing themselves to really do something concrete for the alma mater, for the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and in turn it is really good for the nation. So in this research project scheme, I will request all our honorable members to please come forward. We are reimbursing up to 10 lakhs of rupees per research project, and this scheme is open round the year. And we have 5 shortlisting committee, very, very powerful shortlisting committees, having the Central Council members and the past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So I will request all our honorable viewers from each and every part of the world to be the part of this research project scheme 2020. Then, friends, we introduced last year ICI doctoral scholarship scheme for the first time in the history of the institute. This ICI doctoral scholarship scheme is for the young chartered accountants, as Atulji was telling, that the chartered accountants up to the age of 40 years are eligible to be the part of this ICI doctoral scholarship scheme, and it is open for all the members of the institute who are pursuing PhD and are not more than the age of 40 years, and who are having very, very good academic record in 10th and 12th standard. A scholarship of rupees 50,000 per month for 3 years will be given to the 5 scholars, and the last date is 31st August. I will request our leaders in Central India Regional Council, Jodhpur branch, and all our honorable members who are present with us to please see that how we can have the best of the researchers, young researchers, to be the part of this ICI research doctoral scheme. Then, friends, ICI International Research Award. For the first time in the history of the accounting profession, ICI International Research Award was initiated by the research committee by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India last year. And I'm really very happy to share with all of you that in spite of the corona pandemic, we had a wonderful International Research Award. That the jury was headed by the immediate past president of the International Federation of Accountants, IFAC, and the president of IFAC, International Federation of Accountants, was the member of the jury. Around 100 nominations were there from 10 different countries, and it was really a good, very good beginning. And the award could be considered as the world's largest cross-border competition. And this year, I'm really very happy to share with you that in spite of the fact that we were having only 2-3 months at our disposal, 31st May was the last date, we got 138 nominations from each and every part of the world, including United States of America. And we are having the International Research Award functions very soon. And the president of International Federation of Accountants, IFAC president, is the chairman of the international jury for the ICI International Research Award 2021 and ICI Awards for Excellence in Financial Reporting. ICI introduced this award in 1958, way back. I think more than 65 years back, we introduced ICI Awards for Excellence in Financial Reporting, wherein the entities are being recognized for following sound financial practices amongst their peers, and the award is open for all the corporates to submit their annual reports. I will request all our honorable leaders of the profession from Central Region, from Jodhpur, from each and every part of the country to see that how we can have more and more nominations. Last year, in spite of the fact that the year was badly affected by the corona pandemic, we get the maximum number of entries, nominations in the last 7 years. And this year, Dr. Amit Agarwal has assured me that we will be having maximum number of entries, record entries since the inception of this award since 1958, in spite of the fact that this year is also badly affected by the corona pandemic. I will request our regional council leaders and leaders from Jodhpur and all our honorable members from each and every part of the country to see that how we can have more and more nominations so that we can identify the best corporate in each and every segment. And let me tell you, friends, for the first time in the history of the institute, we are having the training program, 8 days training program for the technical reviewers. I am really grateful to Dr. Amit Agarwal and CA Amit Agarwal ji for trying their level best to see continuously on Saturday, Sunday also we are having that training program for the technical reviewers so that they can review in the best possible manner the nominations which will be having in the ICI Awards for Excellence in Financial Reporting. So we are trying our level best to see that how we can do something really concrete for the cause of the profession, for the cause of the nation. And I'm quite confident with the help of the leaders of the profession from Central Region and Jodhpur branch and all of you, we will certainly do something really concrete. Friends, it is understood that research is the key to innovation and growth in any of the emerging economic environment. Research is the areas in the areas of accounting, auditing, finance, taxation are expected to make a positive and tangible impact in standard setting, new reporting practices, frameworks, policy making of the nation. Performing any research involves various steps which have to be employed in a structured way to conclude it successfully, such as literature review, collection of data after sampling, analysis and interpretation of data, etc. Out of all the steps involved in a research, performing data analysis and interpreting its results holds utmost importance and are considered as backbone of every research, as rightly told by Satish ji, as no research can be successfully conducted without the collection, analysis and interpretation of data. However, it is pertinent to note that data cannot be collected from whole population due to scarcity of resources such as time, money and people. This is where theory of sampling comes into play, as it is a technique of selecting individual members or a subset of population to make statistical inferences from them and estimate characteristics of the whole population. It is important to take care of various important issues related to sampling, such as selection of correct sampling methods, determining suitability of the sample depending on the nature and size of population, etc. As it is believed that correct sampling can steer the whole direction and credibility of the research findings. Sampling can be broadly categorized into various methods such as random and non-random sampling, probability and non-probability sampling. The theory of sampling studies the relationships that exists between the universe and the sample or samples drawn from it. Sampling theory is applicable only to random samples. So through today's VCM on theory of sampling and research, focus will be placed on understanding the nitty-gritties of understanding the uses of sampling in the research. So friends, without taking a further time, as we are very, very eager to hear our learned guest speaker, Dr. M.J. Farooqui, who has spared his precious time for the VCM to fine-tune the concept and enlighten our knowledge with his words of wisdom. I once again welcome all of you on behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, on behalf of the Central India Regional Council, on behalf of the Jodhpur branch, and I will request all of you to please take very, very good care of yourself and your family members. We are trying our level best through the Regional Council and the branches to have the vaccination drive for the Chartered Accountants and their family members. So please stay safe, stay healthy, and best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much, friends.
Thank you, Chairman sir, for breaking the ice and shouldering some responsibility on my shoulder also. But I'm confident that my leaders of the profession in CIRC and other part of the country would be shouldering the responsibility along with me and motivate to nominate more number of entries for award excellence in financial reporting. Today, my work has done half with including CIRC office bearers in this VCM. I think it is the strategy that way we will be breaking this target. We are very eager to hear our learned speaker, Dr. M.J. Farooqui ji. So not taking much time. There are a lot of things to share, but I keep myself stop here. I stop myself here only, and because we are eager to hear Dr. Farooqui ji. So over to Dr. Farooqui for his dedication.
At the outset, I would like to thank CIRC for inviting me to be the guest speaker for the day. Thank you very much. Then secondly, my apologies to Dr. Amit Agarwal because whenever he called, somehow it so happened that I was having another phone, not the one on which he was calling. So I had to call him back, and his voice sounded like, you know, a very young man. So I always called him, "Ha beta bolo, kya baat hai?" So I was speaking to him like.
I would like, Dr. Farooq, I would like to clarify here. Amit is still young. Is another Amit, C. Amit Agarwal. He's a 30 years of old guy. I'm the another Amit with 42 years of the age. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So then my job has been made very easy now with what first Satish sir said, and then after that Anu sir spoke about sampling. Nowadays, this is the time of actually research. Why I say it is time to research? Because research actually is done for the development, for improvement. See, you are working for a corporate, you want the corporate's quality to improve. For that, they have to work. Maybe that is technical or engineering research that they are doing to improve the quality. Similarly, as a chartered accountant, you want to research, you want to try out new technologies to actually make the job simpler and faster. See, corporates, your corporate client, I'm also attached to a lot of corporate houses for their consultancy work, marketing consultancy I'm doing for them. So they have a deadline, and you have to finish the job within the deadline. And sometimes the deadlines are very difficult. Sometimes I've got projects like Ford India gave me a project for their car, and it was to be pan-India's work that has to be done. And they wanted the results in 15 days. Now, pan-India work, where you are trying to find the people who could buy the car manufactured by Ford India. First of all, to find such people and then ask them questions. And since India is a big country, and because we have, you know, a lot of people who can afford a car. Now, India's middle class can afford a car. So obviously, we all know that almost 65% of the India's population is middle class and then upper class. So total number of those who can afford a car goes into almost 70 to 80 crores. Now, this was a big number, and you had to find a sample and you had to ask them the questions, and 15 days to submit the report. It was a big job. So therefore, everyone wants to find a technology which can make things easier and faster so that you can meet all the deadlines that are there. So as a chartered accountant, also you must be facing such deadlines sometimes from your clients, where you find things are becoming too difficult, too hot, and therefore you want technology, and therefore you try out technology. You sample out different technologies to see which technology actually can help you improve your work, quality of work, and also the time taken to complete the work. Also, thirdly, most important thing, as a person who is into business, you want to minimize the cost for all the operations. So these are the different aspects you are doing. And in fact, when you talk about sampling, even the housewife does a lot of sampling. We do a lot of sampling without actually realizing we are doing sampling. The other day, my wife was telling me, what do you talk about? Why you talk about sampling? I said, you are doing sampling every day. She said, why, how am I doing? I said, you go to buy rice. First, you check the quality of rice, take out some part of from the whole sack, check the quality, then only you buy. So you are interested in quality, so you check that quality. You check 10 different types of rice, and then you find the price. You are doing there again, you are doing sampling for pricing, because you want to get the best quality for the minimum price. Nobody wants to give more money for better quality. If you can get better quality at lesser price, it is always welcome. So I said, even you are doing. And why actually, first of all this work that we are doing, why all this work is required? Simple. Every human being in every walk of life has to take decisions. Every day we take hundreds of decisions without realizing we are taking decisions. For example, you are attending this webinar organized by Jodhpur unit, right? Now, whenever you get a lot of invitations to attend seminars or meetings or different places. You don't go everywhere. You go to only a few places. Why? Because you are doing research. Okay, who is arranging the program? What is their track record? If their programs are of some quality or of some use to you, then only you will attend that program. If it is not of any use, you will not. See why research is important. So research actually is done to take a decision. Once you know who's the organizer, who's the keynote speaker, whether he knows the subject, or whether he can, sometimes the person knows the subject very well. Sometimes people know what they are talking, but they cannot speak properly. They cannot put across the message. So you try to find out, okay, can this person help me understand that subject? So there are different steps you're doing for research before you decide to attend a function. I tell my students, every college has one problem of students bunking the lectures. कोई ना कोई lectures हर student bunk करता है. So why they bunk the lecture? Because they have done their research that this teacher, when he's teaching, I cannot understand. So why waste time? I can learn these subjects outside from someone else, because the person cannot deliver. So everyone is doing research. The student is doing research. You are doing research. Housewives are doing research. Now, business corporate houses are doing research. Now, everyone does research. So that is the main important thing. Now, research is done like what Anuj sir was saying, in two different ways. One is you conduct the census, or the other one is sampling. Now, census, as he rightly pointed out, is difficult because of resource crunch. Resources are not easily available. Number one, cash. Cash crunch is always there with everyone. Second, time. Nobody can wait for the lifetime to get the result so that he can take a decision. For taking a decision, you have got very limited time given to you. Any decision. Now, I'll come to your profession. Now, as a chartered accountant, you are taking a lot of financial decisions for your clients. Simplest of them, starting from simplest of them, income tax returns have to be filed. Now, income tax returns to be filed, I have a very funny experience of one of the builders in Bombay. Bombay is actually ruled by builders in a way. So one builder, he was a minister also in the earlier BJP Shiv Sena government. And He told me, in your colleges, you are teaching all outdated things. I said, nothing is outdated. Knowledge is never outdated. He said, no, see, your chartered accountant was teaching my son. Son is also a big business. And he was talking about income in so many thousands and expenditure in so many thousands and all that. Now, who talks about thousands these days? Income tax officer वो सीधा ही clear कर देता है without seeing the results also, because he knows इससे कुछ मिलेगा नहीं. So you talk about millions, I said, see, knowledge is the same. When you can put more zeros, that is the only difference. It is just the same thing that is there. So now things are coming up at such a fast pace that sometimes it becomes very difficult to understand what is happening unless we update our knowledge continuously. And that is why this program for updation of knowledge. Now, when we talk about research, we are talking about data collection. Now, research is what whenever we take a decision, the decision, as I said, student collects data, information. ये टीचर कैसा है, पहला वो क्लास से पहला पूछता है टीचर कैसा है. कॉलेज चालू हुआ, फर्स्ट डे ओनली विल आस्क somebody that teacher कैसा है. Second question he will ask, what is his subject knowledge? Third question, what is his class control? Fourth is, so this is, even the student is collecting data. He hears from his friends. Somebody tells him, oh, khali bahut bore karta hai. So that data collection, without data, you cannot take an informed decision. Decisions are easy to take, but to take an informed decision is difficult, for which you need data. So that is the reason we do data analysis. Now, just the data is not sufficient. Data has to be analyzed. After analysis of data, you have to actually come to a conclusion, and then only after you come to a conclusion, you can take a decision. If I knew, let us say in the beginning, I have to speak to such senior chartered accountants. I can see a lot of very gray-haired chartered accountants sitting here. So my teaching would have been different. But I thought it will be almost 99% will be very young people. So I can speak to young people in their own language. Banking ka bhi talk kar sakta hai. Now, this is what happens because you don't have the proper data. Now, coming to next point. What is a sample, as Anuj sir rightly pointed out, sample is a subset of the population. Now, what is a population? Question comes, what is a population? Population is anything under your scanner. Fully, everything about your scan, whatever you are seeing. If I am talking about accounts of a particular company, so entire accounts, whether it is inventory or it is finance or it is HR or anything, when I'm talking about accounts of the company, everything is under my scanner, and therefore all the financial dealings, all the accounts dealings of the company are part of my population. All right. Now, who are working now? HR is also part of the organization. So that is, they are all my. Then, obviously, for a big organization, when we talk about big organization or when we talk about big population, it is impossible to study each and every unit, because then by the time I finish my research, my data collection, things would have changed. As I said, because of the technology, things are changing at a very fast pace. What was very genuine yesterday is obsolete today. So I have to be, I have to be very fast. The decision has to be very fast. Therefore, I cannot do population census. That is one thing. Another thing is, as Anu sir rightly pointed out, cost. Third, convenience. Fourth, the most important reason we go for sampling compared to population census is that whenever you are doing any study, any population you are trying to find, study, there are two types of errors which you can make. There are two types of mistakes we can make. One is non-sampling error. Now, like you must have faced as a chartered accountant, you must have faced somebody deliberately misleads you, gives the wrong data. That is deliberate. And then, it becomes very difficult. Another one is sampling error. Non-sampling error is people are cheating, people are telling lies, or sometimes it happens that because it's so huge, you also miss out certain things. Abhi India give 137 crore mein, I want to study how many people are smokers. Then it will be difficult for me to be 100% sure that I've covered everyone and found out how many smokers are there, because population is huge. So there, that mistake, genuine mistake can be there. This same genuine mistake can be there even in sampling. But sampling has got one more extra error. That is called sampling error, where maybe your sample is biased. I want, मेरे को जो सुनना है मैं बस वही सुनूंगा, बाकी मैं सुनूंगा नहीं, या मैं वही देखूंगा जो मुझे देखना है और कुछ देखूंगा नहीं, या मैं वही बात करूंगा जो मुझको बोलना है और दूसरे की बात सुनूंगा नहीं. ये सब होता है. That is human nature. So that is sampling error. I select a sample which is very convenient for me. Like, let us say, for example, when you are talking to, different departments in the organization.
Sorry, sir. Sorry for interruption, sir. Sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is there a PPT also? You would be
Yes,
broadcasting?
sir. Yes. I'm coming to that. I showed you in the beginning. Sir. I'll come back.
Sure, sir.
So, we are actually talking about non-sampling errors, sampling errors. So that is possible. Now a question comes, when there is non-sampling error, only one for population census. But in sampling, both the types of errors are there, sampling as well as non-sampling error. So why we select sampling? The reason is very simple. Sample is small, so you can detect non-sampling error easily. You can check, cross-checking karne mein, you can find out what is the non-sampling error, so you can correct it. Or you can be unbiased. You can try to be unbiased in your data collection, and then everything will be fine. And sampling error, because sampling is now a highly scientific study, therefore, you know what is the extent of error that can occur while doing the research. So beforehand only you can tell your client that, okay, my results are this, but with so much percentage of error. So you are very clear. You must have seen all those exit poll results on TV. What they do, they say this many seats to party A, this many seats to party B, but with an error of 2 or 3 seats here and there. So you know what is the extent of error. So therefore, you are on the safe side. So therefore, that is the main reason why we are doing sampling. Another very important reason for going to sampling is like quality control tests we are doing. Now, quality control tests when you are doing, I did quality control for BHEL Rishikesh. So Rishikesh, now when you are doing quality control, Now their samples have to be selected. Now what happens in a company like, let us say, Philips? How do they check the quality of their, before the product goes out to the market, they check the quality. How do they check? They cannot burn all the tube lights and then tell you that, okay, the life of my tube light is so much. फिर बाकी बेचेगा कब? क्या बेचेगा? सब उसने research में use कर लिया. So you take a sample, find out what is the average life of a tube light that my company is manufacturing. What is the quality of my product? I can say that with confidence that, okay, I've got, my product is of this quality because I've done it. Some part of it I've checked. So live testing test में कभी भी live testing में कभी भी population census कर ही नहीं सकते. अभी आपको अगर ये कोई पूछेगा, somebody asks you average life of Indians कितनी है, any Indian, तो सबके मरने का वेट करेंगे? No, we cannot do that. We take a sample. Okay, these 10 people or 100 people died. What was their age at the time of death? And then we find the average life of an Indian. So in any life testing experiment, only sampling is the only option. Okay, so now we come to what exactly, why do we do sampling? The next question, why sampling is important. Sampling is done to estimate, like Anuj sir was saying, to estimate the population parameters. Now, what is parameter? Parameters are the constants of population. Now, what are the constants we are talking about? Generally, we talk about two types of, or sometimes three types of constants in any population. One, the mean, the average, because you are telling the average life of your product. Second, the standard deviation. Now, why we talk about standard deviation? I'm going back to very basics of statistics. Why standard deviation is important? Standard deviation actually tells you the risk. If you're working in stock market में, you know the average price of a script, but within a day, the script changes the price. The prices of the scripts change many a times. So, what is the range in which the price of the script is moving? Let us say script of a particular company is costing 100 rupees. We say average price is 100. But एक दिन में 100 पूरा दिन 100 नहीं रहता है, या पूरा लाइफ टाइम में 100 नहीं रहता है. तो उसका एक ही दिन में 2 टाइम 3 टाइम ओपनिंग स्टॉक क्लोजिंग स्टॉक के बेसिस पे उसका वैल्यू चेंज होता है. तो कितना चेंज हुआ बिटवीन 95 to 102? So that change, so there, you know what is there, why you want to know this. The reason is why you want to know this changes that are happening to stock market price. Reason is very simple. You want to minimize your risk. 100 पे खरीदेगा, कल 95 हो गया, मैं तो 10,000 खरीदा था, तो मेरा तो 50,000 का लॉस हो गया एक ही दिन में. So I don't want to take that risk. Yes, there is a chance that I may get 1,02,000 after that. There is possibility of both the ways, things moving in both the ways. So you want to minimize the risk. So the second important factor that has to be studied in any study is standard deviation, because standard deviation actually tells you the risk, the area within which the average will be moving. Third, correlation. Anuj sir was talking about correlation. Sorry, Satish sir was talking about correlation. Now, correlation, see, there is a correlation between, since I was talking about stock exchange, so let me talk about stock only. The price of any stock is related to the performance of the company. If the performance is bad, the stock prices go down. If the performance is good, it shoots up. So there is a relationship. So we want to find out what is the relationship for which, again, the population correlation is called a population correlation or population mean or population standard deviation. These are called parameters. The same things when you find in sample. When you find mean in sample, it is called statistic, not statistics. Last S is missing. The statistic. Or we also call it estimate. That is easier to, so that is your, using the sample, we are taking the estimate of the population mean. Population mean कितना है, stock market में इसका value कितना रहेगा, sample से मैंने drive किया. Then same way, standard deviation of sample is statistic of population standard deviation. Sample correlation is statistic of population's correlation. Is that clear? Now, when we talk about the next question comes, what sampling to do? So we come to now the see. So how we do the sampling? There are two major types. One, probability sampling, the other one, non-probability sampling. Sir was talking about this. Now, probability sampling, there are different types again. Random sampling, stratified sampling, cluster sampling. Okay, so now, first of all, what is probability sampling? And what is non-probability sampling? Probability sampling is where we know the probability of any unit being selected. अभी आप इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन में से 1000 आदमी लोग को सिलेक्ट करने वाले हो, और लाइक अभी जस्ट नाउ Anuj sir was talking about international award for research, and he said 138 entries have come from all over the globe. Now, out of 138, yes, full screen, okay. Is that okay? Yep. From this side, slide only, no? Why it is not happening? That is... From beginning. One minute. Yeah. Yeah. So we should know, we know the probability of any unit being selected. Obviously, in a country like India, or even forget India, India is a huge country and we have a huge population. Even in Jodhpur, you have a population of a few lakhs. Now there, what is the probability that Mr. A will be selected in your sample? Or similarly, when you are going to audit some company's accounts, now there are so many entries. 1 year's audit is going on for any company. The total number of entries run into thousands, or in fact, even more than that. Different aspects of the business are being covered. If you are covering everything about not just financial transactions, even everything you are doing audit. So then, in that case, what is the probability that one particular you are taking sample of entries to check for the veracity of what is written? Let us say, for example, you want to know about something. Where is the voucher? You cannot see all the vouchers for the whole year, or you cannot see all the bills for the whole year. You select a few. So what is the probability of each one of these documents that are there? That is, so if you know that, that is probability sampling. And where probability is not fixed, we don't know, because most of the things, many a times it happens, we cannot do probability sampling in certain cases. We'll come to that when I start non-probability sampling. Now, the first type of probability sampling, which is the most commonly used type, is random sampling. Now, when you say random, the word random itself means there is probability attached to the sample. Every sample has got a fixed probability. So from the population, let us say, for example, among 10 people who are there in your group, just now I saw 10 people, 10 people in the group. Now, among the 10 people, I can select A, B, C. I want to select 3 people to explain to me what is the unit doing. So these 3 people, I can select ABC, or I can select ABD, or I can select ABE, or so on and so forth. So there will be a number of combinations. Each one will have the same population, same probability of being selected. ऐसा नहीं कि किसी को इम्पोर्टेंस दिया तो उसको ही सेलेक्ट किया. नो, ये चेयरमैन है तो इसको तो रहना चाहिए कमेटी में. नॉट नेसेसरी. In random sampling, nobody is more important than anyone else. So everyone has got the equal importance. So therefore, every sample has got the same population probability, and therefore this is used most extensively. Now, that is one thing. So we come to that. So must ensure that all members of populations are included in the master list. Means population fully apne paas rehna chahiye, and that the subjects are then selected randomly from this master list. So this has a big advantage, that when you select this kind of sample, random sample, it is very highly representative of the population, but it has a big disadvantage, that it takes a lot of time to select a big sample. When we are selecting a big sample, let us say, for example, I said out of Jodhpur's population, or forget Jodhpur. Jodhpur is also a big entity. Your own area where you are staying, in that area also there must be about 1,000 houses. From out of these 1,000 houses, you want to select 100 houses for something. तो वो बहुत difficult हो जाएगा. The total number of samples which are possible will be 100C10, which is a huge number, running almost infinity. So probability तो बहुत ही zero होएगा, लेकिन वो 100 को select कैसा करने का वो एक problem होता है. That will be a problem. But how to select them? In that case, how to select? There are different methods of selecting random sample. The first one, the most commonly used, which all of you must be aware of, is the lottery method. Now, how do you do lottery method? All the members in the population, how do you draw the lottery? All those who have bought the lottery tickets, all the lottery tickets which are there, those who have bought the lottery tickets, their numbers are taken, put in a box, and then one number is selected at random. You put your hand and take out one slip, and that, or now more sophisticated way, all the tickets which are sold, lottery tickets which are sold, computer selects one number at random, and that person gets the prize. So lottery method is one method which is used very extensively. But even there, in big populations, and when you are selecting a big sample, that becomes difficult. Of course, it has become easier because of the technology, because of the advent of computers. But still, it takes a lot of time even for the computers. So what the better way which has been found, different mathematicians and statisticians have made random number tables, which are now available on Google. You can check random number tables. So you can select any number from random number table, and that gets the lottery, that gets the prize. So that has made things much easier. Now, the second time, am I able to put across the message properly? Yes or no? Hello? Okay. Second type is stratified sampling. See, in certain situations, random sampling doesn't work so efficiently. It works, but not so efficiently. Why? Because it happens that, like India as a country, this population, India's population, it is very difficult to select a representative sample using only random sampling. Why? Because our population is highly stratified. Now, what do you understand by stratified? Stratification. Stratification means the population is divided into mutually exclusive groups. In India, population is divided into mutually different groups. Even a small society, let us say, the chartered accountants of Jodhpur, even that is highly it must be stratified on the basis of gender, sex of the person, male or female. So there are two different mutually exclusive groups. So that is one thing. Or like in Bombay, I've met chartered accountants who have not studied commerce. Their basic degree is not commerce. Their basic degree is either arts or engineering. Even engineers I've seen in Bombay who are chartered accountants. So now their backgrounds are different. So the population is stratified, is divided into different groups based on their qualification, their basic qualification, which they did before becoming chartered accountants. Again, in India, we have the stratification based on caste, on religion, on language. So many stratifications are there in the country that it becomes very difficult. Now, if I take the random sample from the whole population, and then it is possible that I may say for anything. Let us say, for example, I'll talk about something very controversial: meat eating habits. Now, meat or non-veg eating habits. We want to find out how many non-veg eaters are there. Now, the other day I was seeing an interview of Licious a corporate house selling non-veg across the country now. So a Punjabi guy, he said, majority of Indians are non-vegetarians. Vegetarian is nonsense, he said. No, that is a claim he's making. I doubt. Personally, I doubt, but still he's making a claim. So now, if I select a sample, it is possible that I may get like what he's saying. Maybe he selected a sample before taking a plunge for Licious that had more of non-veg eaters, and therefore he told the bank while taking the loan that it's almost 70% of Indians do eat non-veg. Now I've seen whole villages not having non-veg. Whole village, nobody takes non-veg. So then in that case, what happens to these people? They are not selected in the sample only, or we find religiosity, another controversial topic which people talk about, religion. Now, how many people are religious? नाम के वास्ते सब है, लेकिन real माने में, real sense में, how many are religious? When you talk, so there you may come across, a group who are real, which is all very religious. Any religion for that matter. Hindus, Muslims, there are some small groups who are very religious. I think in the year 80s, in early 80s, I was doing a survey for Foursquare cigarette. You remember there used to be one Foursquare cigarette brought out by Jeffrey Phillips. So, people in females also smoke. So we have to know how many females smoke, what percentage. So obviously we have to find, then we did the study based on the conclusion that, okay, males are more prone to smoking compared to females, and the ratio also we found. So that because they wanted to introduce a brand for ladies. We have got 100 patients. We want to select a sample of, let us say, between 1 and 100. Let us say I select number 21. So my first candidate will be number 21. Whoever is the patient number 21 will be the first person in my sample. Now, after that, I select what should be the difference between the two patients. The next patient whom I want to select, what should be the difference? Let us say I select a number 8. So between any two consecutive members of the sample, the difference of 8 should be there. So first one I have taken 21, second will be plus 8, that is 29, third will be 37, then 46, then 55, then 64, then 73, then 82, then 91. मगर अभी मेरे 15 हुए नहीं. So then what do? I consider this to be a circular thing. So after 92, again I start from the beginning. जैसे सब पेशेंट्स को जैसा मैंने एक सर्कल में बिठाया है, मैंने 21वें से शुरू किया, 8 छोड़ के कलेक्ट करता गया, फिर 92 पे आया. अभी तो 100 है, अपना तो नंबर 100 भी आ जाएगा उसमें. उसके बाद भी मेरे 15 पूरे हुए नहीं, तो मैं अब उसके बाद नंबर 8 को सिलेक्ट करूंगा. Okay, so this way so here your work is is reduced to only selecting 2 numbers, not all the numbers. Number 1, the starting number, and the second, what is the step, how many people you are going to leave out, Now, this way you can always be very fast and work becomes, but as I said, it since you are doing everything, it is not random, and therefore only software can help you. Now, cluster sampling. Again, my own experience in cluster sampling, I'll talk about it. We were doing a survey for Parle Group of Industries, Parle Agrotech. They had a problem with their product. That was competitor. Its competitor was Mangola. So mango juice they were producing, but they were not able to sell. And Duke's ka Mangola was selling like hotcakes. So they had a problem. Marketing people had a problem. How to face this Duke's competition. So the marketing director spoke to me and he said, see, we want to place this product in the upper class because our quality will be better. It will be upper class, which will be going in for it. So you just check up in upper class, what is the response to our product. Now, in Bombay, since I am based in Bombay, and they said कि Bombay का भी होएगा तो फिर we will simulate to for whole country. But first you find out for Bombay. So Bombay, we selected all the posh areas like Malabar Hill, Cuff Parade, Bandra, Juhu, all those areas we selected where upper class lives. And we were conducting survey. So now this, out of these 15, 20 areas, Monday ko order mila, Saturday ko we had to submit the report. So we did the cluster sampling. We selected one area. The area was Malabar Hill. At random, we selected out of these 20, 30 posh areas. We did the lottery and we got Malabar Hill. Now in Malabar Hill, we were going from house to house and finding out from people about how things are about this mango juice, mango drink, not juice. So we were not getting any clear picture as to what people were wanting. Now, this is how cluster sampling was done. I'm just talking about something else beside the cluster. Now, I went to one household in Malabar Hill myself, where one gentleman from Junjunu, a Marwadi gentleman, he was actually he's a big businessman in Bombay, one of the top businessmen, he's there. So I had an appointment with him, I spoke to him. So he said कि अरे तुम लोग क्या करता है इंडिया में सब अभी मैं सिंगापुर से आया कल ही वो सिंगापुर में वो लोग के पास टेट्रा पैक रहता है. I had not heard of Tetra Pak before that. I did not know what is he talking about. In 83, nobody knew that there is Tetra. तो अपना आराम से पिया और गाड़ी में उधर बाहर फेंका, बॉटल बाहर फेंका तो अंदर ही हो जाएगा. टेट्रा पैक भी बाहर फेंका तो अंदर होएगा. लेकिन टेट्रा पैक फेंक के अपने गाड़ी में रख सकता है ना आराम से, फिर जाके डस्टबिन में डाल दिया, हो गया, काम खत्म. So that gave us the idea, and we talked about Tetra Pak to people of Parle Industries, and they came up with not even juice. They came up with just essence of mango, and that is the marketing history was made by Fruity. So cluster, you select a particular area based on what actually is your objective. If that is covered by a particular section of the society, then उसका कोई एरिया सेलेक्ट करने का, सबको सेलेक्ट करने का जरूरत नहीं है. अब वो बोला था अपर क्लास के लिए चाहिए, यहाँ पे तो अब कॉमन मैन भी यूज कर रहा है. So that so here the researcher randomly select a number of identified boundaries. It is important to note that each of the areas in. So finally, the researcher next quota sampling. Now name itself is very clear. There is a quota. So with proportional quota sampling, the aim is to select a sample where the strata being studied are proportional to the population. That is all. So now here, see what happens in India. Quota sampling becomes important in certain cases. Like for example, marriage expenditure. Now, marriage expenditures, if you want to study, you will find that different communities have got different rituals, and their spending patterns are different. Not all the communities have got the last month I was in Noida. There I saw Rajasthani marriages so lavish, and ceremony be itna long. They went on and on for 5-6 days. The different ceremonies went on, and on every day expenses were huge. On the other hand, you find that there are certain communities in India who hardly spend anything in the marriage. Like for example, court marriage is now becoming very common. So now their expenditures are much less. So we have to there in quota sampling we find out, okay, what is the proportion of this particular community in the society, and then we select on the basis of that we select the sample. Now we come to convenience sampling. ये सबसे ज़्यादा यूज होता है, honestly, especially by the academics. Those who are in academics, they go in for convenience sampling because reasons are there. Number one, academics don't have funds to actually go in for random sampling where traveling becomes too much. Let us say in Bombay, a sample of 1,000 is to be selected for something. Only students, let us say in Bombay, Bombay University has got almost every year about 9 lakh students pass out in BCom. 9 lakhs. Now, obviously, 9 lakhs under Mumbai University are passing out. I want to select a sample of just 1,000. Now, my first candidate may be coming from South Bombay, that is Kulaba. The second candidate may come from Ratnagiri. From Kulaba to Ratnagiri, going is a big hassle. So it becomes very difficult, and it is time consuming. Forget time consuming. It is a lot of money is involved because you are continuously traveling from one place to the other, and therefore academics cannot afford. उनके पास तो zero budget रहता है. So what they do, they select the sample by using convenience sampling. So what they do, okay, I want a sample of size 100 or 100 out of or 1,000 out of 9 lakhs become students. What I do, I distribute these 1000 forms to my 50 friends. Each one gets 220 forms. And these friends are working in colleges or in different areas. Some in South Bombay, some in West Bombay, some in East Central Bombay, some in Thane, some in Sindhudurg, some in Ratnagiri. Like that, the whole area is spread. All my 50 students are spread all over the region of Mumbai University. So I give them, बस तेरे तू खाली 50 फॉर्म कलेक्ट करके दे. उसको भी कन्वीनियंस होता है, उसको भी बहुत ज्यादा काम नहीं रहता है, 50 तो वो कर लेता है. क्योंकि उसके कॉलेज में बीकॉम में तो कोई भी कॉलेज, छोटे से छोटा कॉलेज बॉम्बे में, उसमें 140 स्टूडेंट तो रहते ही, तो उसमें से खाली उसको 50 सिलेक्ट करने का, तो वो काम भी इजी हो जाता है. तो दिस इज व्हाट इज कन्वीनियंस सैम्पलिंग. देन पर्पसिव सैम्पलिंग, इट इज जजमेंटल. What you feel or that what you are selecting are representative. It may not be representative. So, but we feel no, it can be representative of the whole population, and it is all your own judgment to select the units. So, purposive sampling techniques include maximum variation, sampling, homogeneous sampling, typical case sampling, extreme or deviant case sampling, total population sampling, and expert sampling. Each of these purposive sampling techniques has a specific goal, focusing on certain types of humors. Yes, now I was told I have to give you time for question answer session. So you can start shooting.
Yeah. Dr. Faruqi, have you finished your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now house is open for question answer. So Amit ji, to whom I should? Yeah. So now I request CA Amit Jain ji, member Jodhpur branch of CIC of ICI, to kindly address the queries of the member. Over to Amit Jain ji. Amit ji.
Okay. I just have one question relating to the sampling. So what are the problems associated with the sampling attributes and the sampling of the variables?
See, first of all, the name itself is suggestive. First, when we talk about attributes, the quality. So we are doing sampling for quality. Now, in quality, what we do, we mostly select the sample to find the proportions of certain things. Let us say, for example, you are doing in India's gender proportion you want to find out. So what is the proportion? Sometimes we are trying to find the proportion differences between or something. Let us say among the genders, how many, like I was giving you this example of smokers. So what proportion of smokers are males? What proportion is females? Is there a significant difference between the two? Similarly, correlation. Again, correlation by as such is a variable, but it is a fixed value. And quality, when you talk about quality with the correlation between, let us say, height and weight, or your business location and your business volume. see what happens. You as a chartered accountant, you will very well appreciate the fact that every businessman wants to set up the unit or their business unit at a place where they can get the maximum returns, or they have the best advantages, locational advantages. So what is the relationship between locational advantage and the decision to go in for particular location? So these things can be done by doing the sampling based on this different attitudes. I can give you the example.
Thank you, Faruqi ji.
Amit ji,
can we take another question? Faruqi sir? Yeah. Then we are having the presence of C.A. Ravinder Singh Pawar sir, a very, very prominent and senior chartered accountant, and a member of all the 3 institutes, LLM and all other qualifications he is possessing. So very, very big round of applause. We are having more than 3,000 chartered accountants live with us in this program from each and every part of the world. And of course, our leaders of the profession from Jodhpur. Dhaval Kothari ji, I can see, Balbir Gehlot sir, the chairman, Amit Jain ji, and all other honorable managing committee members. Satyanarayanan ji from Vadodara is asking, sampling should be of appropriate group and location only. Faruqi ji?
The group is your population. The group that you are selecting, your population, actually, I said in the beginning only, whatever is under your scanner, whatever you are talking about. If I'm talking about HR, then only HR is my population. So I should do the sampling only for HR, not for the finance or not for the marketing team. What is the HR team doing? So there the sampling is done. So it is location has to be defined. Otherwise, if it is not defined, I say the organization. Like as a principal, I was interested not in just finance. I was interested in my teachers also, my non-teaching staff also, my students also. There were different groups. Now, if I wanted to take a decision about my staff, their salary pattern, whether the salary pattern was good enough, were they happy with the salary structure? Then my only one particular group was selected, that was the teaching staff. If I was interested in the salary structure of my non-teaching staff, then I would not look at the teachers. I would only talk to non-teaching staff and find whether they are satisfied with their salary structure. If I'm interested in the fee structure of my students, then sample has to be selected only from the students, because my focus is on the students, their fee structure, whether they are satisfied or not. If my if I'm interested in the feedback of the society at large about my college, then I will not ask the stakeholders here within the college. I will ask the society in general. That is my population. So there the sample has to be selected outside the college. So location is important because of population. So population has to be defined properly. Very well defined population has to be there. होता क्या हम लोग बोलते हैं कि कॉलेज का फर्नीचर खराब है. I'll give you the example. Somebody came and told me furniture खराब है. I said, what is खराब? First you define. Because furniture में we have desks, we have benches, we have tables, we have chairs, we have got boards, we have got cupboards, everything is there. So what is खराब? Define, then only we can change. पूरा फर्नीचर एक साथ में कॉलेज का चेंज नहीं हो सकता है. क्या खराब है that मेरे को मालूम है, तो I can change. Then only I can check whether it is खराब or not.
Yeah, I think we have to conclude. Last query we are taking. C.A. Ashok Mangal ji, past chairman Central India Regional Council, my elder brother from Bhilwara. Ashok Mangal ji is asking if the samples are too small results can be misleading, like happens in the case of the majority of election exit polls. How to choose a sample size in the case of such a large database to reach a better result?
So, in any, I said in the beginning, any sampling problem, mistakes are bound to be. I said there are sampling errors and non-sampling errors, both are present. In case of predicting election results in a huge country like India, and that too, see, it is not just because the country is huge. It is because country is quite diverse. Everyone has got a different way of looking at the problems. Last year, I was teaching this decision making to students of Bangalore University, and what I did, instead of just giving the lecture, what I did, I sent them, all the participants, a questionnaire about what are the major problems faced by the country. And I gave them the options. Last year, I'm talking about 2020. First, COVID. Last year, COVID was a major problem. Second, Sushant Singh case. Every media house was shouting like mad about Sushant Singh case, as if that is more important than COVID. Third, China's incursion into Indian borders. Fourth, unemployment. And fifth, GDP. The five problems I gave them. I did the survey. It was, and the results were very surprising for me. I thought that when I'm talking to PhD students of a university, they will say unemployment is the major problem. Because after doing their PhD...
Thank you, Dr. Farooqi ji. I think we have to conclude. So we are having the presence of C. Ravinder Singh Pawar ji, very, very senior member of the profession, and is the member of all the 3 institutes and all other qualifications, and is having a vast experience. So may I request C. Ravinder Singh Pawar ji for his concluding remarks. Over to C. Ravinder Singh Pawar ji.
Good evening to all respected members, panelists, and chairman of Research Committee of ICI, Sri Anuj ji. Anuj ji is a very high-level scholar and very much interested in the development of the professionals. About the research, I will say only, if we want to sustain the development for the future generation, we must invest in research, and that Anuj ji is doing in CA Institute platform. Now come to the relevant point, sampling. Sampling must be representative. We should see that population is equally distributed. If it is not equally distributed, then segmental approach must be adopted so that we can get the universally acceptable results. And as Dr. Farooqi ji said, that some limitations and deficiencies will always be there, but we must try to overcome that our results are, our findings are useful and universally acceptable. Thank you very much.
Thank you, C. Ravindra Singh Pawar sir, for your words of wisdom and concluding remarks. So friends, I'm really grateful to our honorable leaders of the profession from Jodhpur, led by our honorable chairman of the branch, C. Balbir Singh Gehlot ji, Dhaval Kothari sir, vice chairman of the branch, Amit Jain ji, our honorable managing committee member of the branch, and of course C. Surendra Lunawat ji, secretary and past chairman, Jodhpur branch. May I request C. Surendra Lunawat ji, secretary, Jodhpur branch, for vote of thanks on behalf of all of us. C. Surendra Lunawat ji.
Thank you, Anuj ji, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening to all of you. I am thankful on behalf of the Jodhpur branch to our today's speaker, Dr. M.Z. Farooqi, for his very nice deliberation on a very complex subject. And this subject is very relevant for our audit purpose also. I am also thankful to CA Anuj Goel Sarji, Central Council member, for spare his time for Jodhpur branch. As we all know, presently he is the chairman of the research committee and he has contributed for ICIC is not forgettable in different role from last 14 years. I am also thankful Pawar sir for their concluding remarks. I am also thankful to Dr. Amit Agrawal, Secretary Research Committee, for conducting very well today's VCM. I am also thankful to all the dignitaries of the CIRC who were present in this particular VCM. And lastly, I am thankful to Chairman and all the Managing Committee of the Jodhpur branch and all the participants of today's VCM for becoming this successful VCM. Thanks you, your sir.
Yeah, thank you, C.A. Surendra Lunawat sir, our past chairman and secretary of Jodhpur branch, and I am really grateful on behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and on behalf of the research committee to all our honorable leaders of the profession from Jodhpur, C.A. Balbir Singh Gehlot sir, our honorable chairman, C.A. Dhaval Kothari ji, our honorable vice chairman, C.A. Surendra Lunawat sir, and of course we are having the presence of C.A. Amit Jain sir, our honorable managing committee member of the Jodhpur branch, and we are really grateful to Dr. Amit Agrawal ji and CA Amit Agrawal ji and Pawar sir for sparing his valuable time. Thank you very much. And we are having the presence of more than 3,000 chartered accountants from each and every part of the world. I am really grateful to all of you on behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants Research Committee as well as Jodhpur branch for being very, very interactive. And I will request all of you to please take very, very good care of yourself and your family members in this time of Corona pandemic. And I will request that we should get ourselves and our family members vaccinated at the earliest. We are trying our level best to see that how we can have the vaccination drive with the help of the each and every branch of the central region and each and every other region. So thank you very much, team Jodhpur and all our honorable viewers. Thank you very much, Pawar sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Amit Agrawal ji, C. Amit Agrawal ji. Very good evening. Take very, very good care.
Can I speak for a minute? Sir, can I speak for
Yes, sir, Farooqi. Yes, Farooqi.
3 months back, I did a survey of chartered accountants on the difficulties they faced of in auditing the accounts of their clients during the pandemic when the lockdown was there. So it was a kind of a remote kind of audit that was going on. So what were the difficulties? What are the problems? What were the pitfalls? And how they overcame the whole thing. Different. So I took a sample of about 100 CS from Bombay and did the survey. And I was surprised by the ingenuity of all the different members of the CA fraternity, that in this lockdown period also they could do the audit and they could get the results. And that was something really, it made me feel great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Farooqi sir. Thank you very much. And so nice of you. Thank you, Dhaval ji. Thank you, Gehlot sir, our honorable chairman. Thank you, Lunawat ji. Thank you, Amit Jain ji. And thank you all our honorable viewers from each and every part of the world. Thank you, Pawar sir. Thank you, Dr. Amit Agrawal ji, C. Amit Agrawal ji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks to all.